couple of students, I would imagine. Let's do some introductions.
I'm Nate Marks from Martin.
Right, Nate, I think we've seen you on Teens Online.
Yes, that happened.
Familiar face to TSPN and yourself?
Johnny Coleman, I'm from Amador.
Excuse me? That's blue on your...
Yes.
So it's Teen Driver Night. How often do you do the Teen Driver Night program?
We do it every single year. And this year we're really hoping for a huge turnout. We've got some great kids helping us to bring out the people.
Right.
And it's just a great organization. And we've got the kids doing the Distracted Driver Coalition doing a bunch of activities at the event, which is pretty cool. So maybe they can tell you a little bit about what they're doing.
So parents that have kids that are not quite to the driving age invited as well?
Absolutely. Everybody should come. Parents with driving kids, parents without driving kids that are going to be driving, people in the community that just want to see what we're trying to do to help teens drive more safely.
A lot of statistics you give out, or what can people find at the event?
We're going to be presenting statistics. We're going to be doing asking them questions to see if they know what they know about driving already. We're also going to be presenting the retreat we went on at Disneyland.
Yes, that was actually quite fun.
That does sound like fun.
And educational too.
Yes.
Sure. Okay. When's it all going to take place?
It's going to be at Amador High on the 21st, this Monday at 6:30.
Okay.
And at Argonaut on Tuesday at 6:30. And so both nights, 2 nights in a row, and we're serving pizza and cookies and what can be more exciting?
That's why I'm going.
Right.
Yeah. He's playing cleanup on the pizza.
Sign me up for the cookies.
Yeah.
So, no cost to get in, I'm sure.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
And you're in the insurance field, so you kind of know probably statistics on your own of what happens when teens get behind the wheel.
You know what? The most common cause of death for 15 to 26 is driving. And that's a really scary statistic. I always tell parents the scariest time in your child's life is the first year with crib death, and then it's when they turn 16 and they get their driver's license. I don't know of any two scarier times.
And it's 4-letter words. It's SIDS and cars. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's just, it's very traumatic. And it's a time when kids are trying to pull away from parents and parents are letting them have their freedom, but it's also a time when you need to kind of connect.
Right, kind of bond and put it together.
Yeah, get some ideas of, driving and safety. They say the more parents are involved, the less accidents kids have.
Right.
And we're also drumming up support for the community to vote, and we can move over to that. We really are working hard to get Amador High School a grant for $100,000.
Oh, wow.
And potentially a Kelly Clarkson contest. And it all starts today.
Okay.
So everybody in this community needs to start voting. And you go to www.celebratemydrive.com and you find Amador High School in there and you vote for them. And basically it gives you a couple little tidbits. You can vote every single day, and you can vote with as many email addresses as you have.
Ooh, we've got that.
I happen to have like 10 of them all together, so I voted today. I got us into 40th place.
We're moving on up.
I know, we are moving on up. So we need to...
Kelly Clarkson going to come to, if
She's
we were
going
to
to come
win?
to Amador County.
Oh, since you've been gone.
Yes, indeed.
Where have you been?
I know. She's a blonde now. I almost didn't recognize her.
I could change the words around. It's not just since you've been gone. It's where have you been? Well, that's kind of a lot of exciting things going on. I have a son myself. He's got the permit. Not really quite trying to do the license thing yet. Probably not a bad thing.
I know. I see you on Facebook with all the hot cars. I mean, if that kid doesn't want to get a license, who would?
Who wants to be like their dad? That's all I can say. Who wants to be like their dad?
I don't know.
So are there safer vehicles for children? I'm an old man. Sorry.
Yeah.
Kids.
Right. Kids. Does that work? Kids.
The best example of something, I think I even posted this on your Facebook, is Craig Harmon, the CHP officer.
Sure.
He says that kids take on everybody takes on the personality of the car they're driving. Give your kid a souped-up Mustang, and guess what?
Guess what's going to happen?
Even Grandma becomes a little bit more aggressive of a driver.
So basically, let's
So a
get
Toyota Prius, I mean, it's
Prius.
just not that cool.
the family truckster that Chevy Chase had in Vacation. Maybe that would be.
Yeah, my kids drove a giant Chevy truck, and it was really hard to do much. And then my
Right.
son had to drive a Prius, so
Right.
yeah, it was a pathetic childhood there.
And I think that car was pre-us.
Yeah,
That was really
that's
stupid.
kind of like a Yugo, when it has 4 doors. Do you know what they call it?
No.
A Wego. Of course,
Wego.
they don't even know what a
Right.
Yugo is.
Right. And with a name like Merzlak, I know it. Driver night coming 2 nights, Amador and Argonaut. Let's go over the dates again.
It's October 21st, Monday for Amador, and October 22nd, Tuesday for Argonaut.
And looks like you're going to have some speakers there.
Absolutely. We've got great speakers. Health Officer Bob Hartman, CHP Officer Craig Harmon. We've got Steve Phillips, who was recently injured in a drunk driver accident. We've got Steve Hermanson, Judge.
Yeah.
Tina Wurzberger, who lost her son in an accident.
Right.
Some very good people, really great speakers. And we've got the Amador Teen Driver Coalition coming.
And I live by the high school, and I do think that some of the high schoolers might be driving a little fast.
Unsafe?
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be happening.
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit.
You guys are smarter than that, though, right?
Of course.
I know.
And these guys actually stand out on the corner by your place, and they monitor distracted driving.
Yeah.
And they've got some statistics to share.
I can sit there and watch. Everybody's on their phone.
And eating and
Everything else.
yeah.
Well, there's a lot.
Yeah, a lot going on, huh? Yeah, well, good for you guys to notice that. Hey, we're going to run to an ad break. We'll be right back. Stick with us.
You're watching Amador County's local television network, TSPN.